Life is difficult. When insurmountable challenges happen in people's lives, there may be help through prayers to God with the intercession of saints of impossible causes. St.Rita was born in 1381 in Roccaporina, Italy. She did not let her very difficult life destroy her faith. She wanted to enter religious life, but her parents arranged her marriage when she was 12 years old to a cruel and unfaithful man. She prayed for his conversion for decades. Very sadly, soon after his conversion, he was murdered. Then, Rita's two sons became ill and died following their father's death. Finally, her wish to enter the convent was fulfilled, but only after a long wait and with unceasing prayers. When she was 60, Rita experienced an open wound on her forehead believed to be a thorn from Jesus' crown. Like her other trials, she accepted this situation as joining in Jesus' suffering. She is a saint of impossible causes because she never gave up asking God to help her with her impossible petitions. She died of tuberculosis at the age of 75 in 1457. Her feast day is on May 22nd. Her tomb was opened several times, and on each of those times, her body was found incorrupt. She is depicted holding a thorn, holding a large crucifix, holding a palm leaf with 3 crowns, for her 2 sons and husband, 2 small children, representing her sons, holding a gospel book, and/or holding a skull, as a symbol of mortality. St.Jude was one of Jesus' 12 apostles. He is a brother of St. James the Less, son of Clopas and Mary, a cousin of the Blessed Mother. Tradition says that he was martyred for his faith while preaching in Persia. He is often depicted with a flame above his head symbolizing Pentecost, a medallion with an image of Christ's face around his neck, and a staff which is indicative of his role in leading people to the truth. He is the patron of impossible causes because in his letter, St. Jude urges Christians to persevere in difficult times. Other saints like St. Bridget of Sweden have also encouraged the Church to turn to St. Jude with great faith and confidence. In a vision, Christ told St. Bridget, in accordance with his surname, Thaddeus, the amiable or loving, he will show himself most willing to give help. His feast day is October 28th. St.Philomena was an early child martyr whom the Romans killed for her faith as well as for her vow of chastity. Her tomb was discovered in 1802. Very little is known of her life on earth, except that she died at 13 or 14. Sister Maria Luisa di Gesù claims St. Philomena came to her in a dream and told her story. St. Philomena said she was of noble birth to Christian parents, a Greek princess, and she dedicated herself to Christ. When she refused to marry the Emperor Diocletian, she was cruelly tortured. She was scourged, thrown into a river with an anchor around her neck, and shot through with arrows. Miraculously surviving all these, she was finally beheaded. Despite the tortures, she did not waver in her love for Christ and her vow to him. The miracles attributed to her intercession were so numerous that she was placed on the liturgical calendar based solely on these miracles, and her death as a martyr, she became known as the Wonder Worker. Many saints have devotions to St. Philomena. There are St. John Vianney, Padre Pio, St. Francis Cabrini, St. Damien of Malachi, and St. John Newman among others. But there is a problem in the Church. Philomena had never once been recognized a legitimate Catholic saint. Modern research has yet to discover any ancient record of the existence of this young woman. The bones found in her tomb with inscriptions of her death were not taken as a confirmation of her existence. In 1961, to curb superstition, the Vatican and Pope John XXIII ordered Philomena's name removed from all official calendars as a saint. And yet, who are we modern sages to say that the devotions of the ordinary humble people who believed in St. Philomena are wrong? She is represented by a lily for purity, a crown and arrows for martyrdom, and an anchor. Her feast day is celebrated on August 11th.